Huh?
They are.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of Highway 99?
The road? Oh, I've spent a lot of time on it. Yeah.
You grew up.
I grew up out right off of it.
Chris Seibert, our city councilman in District 1, and now running for, just announced Monday, press conference, that you're running for state senate. You had told me at the farmers market a couple of weeks ago you were probably going to head that direction.
Yes.
All right, let's get back to Highway 99 right quick. You grew up in West Limestone?
I did. Yeah, right off of Highway 99.
And this band's making their first appearance. They're really good. We're going to hear Rising Tide in just a little bit from them. Why did you decide to run for your dad's David Seibert?
Yes.
Patty, your mom?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Grew up over there. And why did you decide to get into politics? Ain't you had enough to go with David?
Well, I think I got to a point in life where I just, we always were involved in the community, but just felt like I wanted to be involved at a deeper level. So that was the primary reason I initially got in for city council.
Right.
And then with this, I felt like in order for, we've got a pretty important corridor here from Athens to Florence that would be a part of this district on 72. And for us to get the resources that we need for our economic development standpoint and industrial recruitment standpoint, I just felt like we need to be more aligned with the governor's office and with the leadership in Montgomery.
Because you know what I'm thinking, when you win that's going to mean that city council job's coming open.
Yes.
So they appoint somebody.
And you might be interested.
Please tell him
no. The only thing about it, they'd have to move the city council meetings a little earlier in the day. 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the afternoon is kind of hard for me to make. So,
well, I'm happy to throw your name in the ring if you're interested.
Yeah, nominate her. She'll stay up later than I can. So you've been a council, what, a year?
Yeah, about a year.
You and Joseph came in at the same time.
Exactly.
Wayne.
And
Chief Harper, too. I keep calling him Chief. But y'all have done a fantastic job. What has it been like getting your first, thing into politics with the city council?
It's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of issues that you hear about, you read about, you don't always know all the facts. And to kind of understand the full picture, understand why certain decisions are made, and understand how you could look at things differently, it's been a lot of fun. It's nice to have kind of an inside view of that, for sure.
Is it hard making the decision to make the jump to state senate? You'll be, should you win the Republican nomination, right now you're the only one who's announced for that position. Mm-hmm. Tammy Irons, who a lot of people like, and she's really a nice person, but she's a Democrat from the Shoals area. Do you know Tammy?
I know her. I mean, I've met her a handful of times. I couldn't say I know her, but seems like a nice person to me.
Now, your district, when they redid the jurisdictions, they kind of left out Carver County in that part, didn't they? And you pick up Lauderdale all the way into Madison County, don't you?
Yeah, it's geographically, it's a big district. It goes almost to Waterloo, and then dips into Florence, kind of follows the river. But all those little towns between Athens and Florence are included. And then northwest corner of Madison there in Tony is covered. So it's long. Yeah, and the whole state line.
Athens and Limestone County deserves more representation than what we've got.
True.
I would agree. I certainly that was part of the consideration in running. But my focus will obviously be the whole area, and that's like I said, a very important corridor from Florence to Athens. Right. My goal would be to represent Lauderdale, Limestone, and Madison, all that area.
Well, right now this is like the hottest place in Alabama to be, is Athens, Limestone County on 65, with all the businesses coming there, everything like that too.
Agreed.
So, Waterloo, now that's way out there.
That's a long, and it doesn't quite
one
go
way in,
but that's only a long. That is a long way. That's for sure.
That's a real long way to go. All right. Anything else you want to tell us about you running for state senate?
No. I hope those that saw my announcement would just consider me, and I would certainly appreciate your vote. I know it's a long time away, but I thought it was important to go ahead and get my name out and start getting out and meeting the voters of the district, and I'd certainly appreciate your vote come June.
Now, when is the Republican?
June 14th.
June 14th, and then you would be face-off with a Democrat, which would probably be Tammy in November.
Correct.
November.
Yeah, it seems like a long time away, but it's
change subject just a little bit. You were a walk-on to University of Alabama.
Yes.
1993.
93 to 96. Yes.
How was that?
Well, I should send you some of my doctor bills, I guess. No, it was a great experience. I'd always grown up following Alabama and had some opportunities to play at some smaller schools. Played at West Limestone. Had some opportunities to play at some smaller schools, college-wise. But that was kind of my dream growing up, and it was a lot of fun. I was there. Coach Stallings was there all those years, and went out the same year he did. So it was quite an experience, and still being connected to that.
So
and,
you got out before Dubose and Shula.
I did. Yeah.
Lucky him.
My last year was ¡96, and that was actually Coach Stallings' last year as well.
Great man.
Oh yeah, he's a class guy.
So what do you
It was a lot
predict
of
for
fun.
Alabama this year?
I think they'll have their hands full with LSU and Ole Miss and A&M, but other than that, I would think they could beat.
So we
just
can't be
everybody
beat,
else.
is what you're saying.
Well, I don't know about
See,
that. I mean,
never
everybody
say
can
that.
be beat, but I think they're going to
So
be
we
hard
can't
to
be beat. So you expect...
I think from an offensive standpoint, they're going to be tough again, and same. They're always good on defense. So I mean, I think they'll be
Hope for
really
no
good.
injuries.
So we don't need to start referring you as Senator yet, do we?
Not yet. No, let's not jinx anything. Hopefully, come November, you can.
Can I ask you one question related to city council type questions?
Sure, yeah.
What is your definition of a hobby farm?
My definition of a hobby farm, I'd have to look at the ordinance, quite honestly, Jamie. I think what it is it's probably restricted to a limited number of animals, and it's allowed within the city within the city boundaries, and beyond that, I don't really know what the definition is. I'd have to get an interpretation from the city attorney on the ordinance, but I think it's limits you on the number of animals you can have, and obviously it's a farm within the city limits.
So you guys on city council sometimes have to act like attorneys.
Sometimes.
Well, we have an attorney that.
So you practice law without a license?
No. We have a city attorney that makes those interpretations for us. I don't pretend to be an attorney.
All right, one thing I didn't ask you, go back to your run for state senate. What is your slogan?
I've got to come up with one. That's a good idea. I don't think I've got one.
Now you got me thinking.
Next time I come back, let me come up with that, because I don't want to throw something out off the cuff. But
Well, you know what, you always got like...
maybe
you know,
Seibert for Senate. That's pretty simple, but
that's easy you can go. It kind of got that alliteration going there.
yeah, we'll come up with something a little more polished than that.
All right, Chris, well, good luck. Thanks for doing such a good job on City Council and Roll Tide. And we're going to hear more from Highway 99, where you grew up in just a moment. We're going to talk to a lot of other folks here in a moment.
Thank y'all for having me
It's
on.
good to see you at the-
Jamie, you and Gloria, I appreciate it.
Good to
Thank
see
you
you.
very much.
I noticed you didn't bring a gift or anything this morning, but and I
No.
see you at the farmer's
It's
market.
early in the morning. Yeah, I'll buy you a tomato.
I see you at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
You and them two little boys hanging out down there.
Yeah, I try to keep them corralled. Hopefully they won't hurt me
And
anyway.
thank goodness he was at the beach at the right time.
Yeah, and
That's
thanks for
on
saving those
Friday.
people
My
down at
goodness.
Perdido, too.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely good timing. In the
Great
right place at the
timing.
right time.
Yeah, you were at the right place at the right time there, and Harold Wells was a witness to that, too.
He was.
He
Said
said, man,
you
I was
were
amazed. He said,
amazing.
I couldn't even get out there like that. So, showing that football strength of
That's
yours.
right.
Yeah,
Tell your
well,
mom and daddy we said hello.
Okay, I
Roll
will.
Tide.
Thank y'all
All right,
for
we got
having
to
me
take a break on the Friday Morning Edition. Crew, we're coming live. Y'all hang on.